All right, Keith, an unfortunate weekend for Everton as they were knocked out of the FA Cup. Is this a missed opportunity on the pitch and financially, considering some of the names of the other teams that have also been knocked out at this stage of the FA Cup?
I think it was a missed opportunity. I'll agree with that. But financially, I'm not too concerned. I mean, the cup itself is not exactly a money spinner. But I think it would have been good for morale to see the fans at the last season at Goodison going forward. I mean, after all, the sad reality is that was the very last FA Cup tie ever in Goodison's history. So that was quite sad in itself. So I feel sorry about that. I think that Moyes would probably have liked another few games in the cup as well to keep things moving, because so often we've seen that a good cup run can motivate you. But then again, the silver lining perhaps is that the squad is pretty thin, and so less matches. And I'll go back to the old cliche of how important really is the cup. It's about staying up in the Premier League is all that matters. So we're back to that reality, and it's all going to kick off tomorrow, Wednesday, with the local derby against Liverpool, and we'll see how that one pans out. So that will be the last derby at Goodison as well. So a lot of little landmarks being ticked off.
Well, the last derby at Goodison, but the first test event at the Bramley Dock Moore Stadium is next Monday, the 17th, an under 18s friendly fixture. What needs to get done between now and then? And are you surprised that still we're probably, there's no way of having a stadium name between now and then?
Well, actually, I was taking some visitors down by the new stadium yesterday, and we had a good look at what was going on. There is still quite a lot of activity, so obviously it's going to be a last minute sort of getting the whole stadium ready. It looked as though the works were mainly internal in terms of the fit out, and I think there is still a lot of work in terms of the hospitality suites, in terms of the inner workings of the stadium that have to be finished. But of course, the pitch, we'll see what sort of state that's in for the test event. But this, I think, more importantly, is all about getting the booking systems, the IT systems, the ticketing areas all sorted out on this particular test. That's what this one's about, and making sure all those sort of things work. But we've got three test events and a lot of other activities, I think, as well planned. But it's a great start to see the doors opening and a game of football being played. Fantastic.
And with that test event coming, how many people will we have in the stadium? And is it really like at what point do we ramp that up before the next season starts so you can get almost a full capacity stadium?
Yeah, look, we're only going to have 12,000 in the first test event. As I say, it's really just a very simple measure of security, all sorts of things in terms of emergency systems, etc., and the actual computer system, being sure it's loaded correctly into the system as well. So we'll move up, and hopefully there'll be something with a full capacity before kickoff. That's not been announced yet. I think the next one we're going to go from 12 up to about 28. So we'll gradually improve it and give people also a great taste of the new facility.